Hello everyone and welcome back to Eat Sleep Brief. I know it's been a while since I've done an update video. The reason why I haven't done an update video lately is just really because there's not much content to cover. At the beginning stages there was a lot going on. Excuse me. There was a lot going on as far as the tank maturing, adding the livestock, the cleanup crew, and so on and so forth. Right now I'm pretty much just letting the tank mature. As far as that's concerned, there's not much change going on. So it's very difficult to make a video and keep it entertaining. But here, quite a few stuff has changed. Corals, I think I've only added about 3 corals since the last update video. Fish, actually the fish count has gone down. We lost 2 beautiful clownfish due to ick. I had my hand in the tank trying to catch another fish for like 30-40 minutes, and obviously that stressed them out. So lesson learned there. Don't stress out the fish, and yeah, it was a hard loss. I really love those fish a lot, but guys, it is what it is. It's part of the hobby. Just we move on, and we learn from it. Um, Another great upgrade, especially if you guys saw my previous video, is the Radion lights. You can see the Radion lights hovering over this thing, and it just makes the tank look absolutely amazing. Um, I really wanted a light that was pretty much the best money can buy, and from a very reputable company. And I have absolutely been amazed with the Radion lights. My corals have popped like never before. So very, very, very happy with it. Um, so yeah, the few corals I have added, I'll show you guys a little bit later in the video. But it's a brain coral, a Montipora, and I forget the name of the other one that my neighbor actually gave me. Um, so yeah, not much has been added. The 2 fish that died was 2 clowns and a cardinal. Both of them died pretty much the day after I was messing with the tank, and I guess I know I stressed them out because like I said, my hand was in the tank for quite a bit. But yeah, so far here you guys can get a closer look at the lighting. You can see it's a lot more different than the previous lights I had on there. Um, the Ocean Revive. I mean, the Ocean Revive by they're absolutely great lights. If I could do it, if I would do another tank, I'd choose the Ocean Revive because they're just absolutely great lights. These lights I went with here are a little bit over the top. Like I said, they are pretty much the best lights money can buy, and they're very very well respected in the industry, and they're just known and proven to absolutely grow coral, and grow it just at a staggering rate. So did a lot of research and decided to go with the Radions, and these are the XR30 Pros. They're the G4, so they have the HEI optics, and so far I'm loving it. One thing I really love about Ecotech is the app. The templates they give you are like, oh my god, it makes everything so easy. And there's even templates specific to corals you have, LPS, Softies, SPS. I mean, they just have so much. For you Ecotech owners, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For everybody else, you're probably saying, what is this guy talking about? But just trust me, they're absolutely great templates they have, and just makes it a really easy light to set up. LEDs are known to be a little bit more difficult just because they're so customizable. So it's very hard to know the exact right setting for your specific corals. So Ecotech has went above and beyond and actually made templates. Of course, you can do it 100% custom, but the templates make it really, really simple. Another thing I noticed immediately when I started running these lights is the Gonapora on the right. I mean, Gonaporas are known to be very hard corals to keep. But here you're going to see it here on the bottom right here. It's a coral all the way to the right. If you guys have followed my videos or maybe follow me on Instagram, you know for a fact that coral has never looked like that. It just hasn't. I mean, it's never opened like that. Especially if you follow my Instagram, you've been able to see where it started to die off. You can kind of see a little bit there, the black spot, and it was dying off. And I kid you guys not, as soon as I put the Radion lights, within 3 to 4 hours, this coral was opened up like I had never seen it before. So clearly, the light spectrum is right for corals. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't expect a company like this to just stamp their name on it, throw a huge price tag, and just say, "Oh, well, we'll see what happens." Um, so yeah, I mean, the light spectrum for sure is right. I've noticed my GSP, my green star polyp, all the way on the bottom left sand bed, it has also opened up. I mean, just amazing. There's one coral that hasn't been too happy. If you look down the center, you can see the frog spawn. Um, it can be, these lights are very, very intense. They're very bright. Obviously you can customize them, but I think it's too intense for this frog spawn. I've tried moving it, it's still just not quite happy. Everything else has been super, super happy except for this guy. So, just like with corals, you got to give them time to acclimate and get familiar with the light. But yeah, this has been the only coral that I just haven't seen really benefit from the lights. It doesn't like them. And I'm the only thing I can think of, it's too intense, the light. I mean, I've tried dimming them down, I've tried moving them in a corner, and he just kind of stays the same. So just gonna give him time to acclimate and just get comfortable with these new lights. But other than that, I really have no complaints on these lights. I've so far absolutely loved them and would do it all over again. So here you can have a closer look on the GSP all the way on the left here on the sand bed. That thing is opened up like, I mean, GSP is not a hard coral to keep. I'm not, trying to say the light's amazing and, GSP will tend to open, but as soon as I put it up, it started getting pretty big. You can see the frog spawn here is very happy, the hammer behind it, and the Montipora all the way on the rear top. They're just super happy. But overall, everybody seems to be thriving from it. And yeah, I guess let's talk a little bit about my equipment. So for my equipment, nothing at all has changed, guys. I'm still running the Jager. You can see there on the top right. Still running the Eheim heater. Still using the pond matrix that CJ from CJ's Aquarium's YouTube channel recommends. My mechanical filtration is just filter floss from from Hobby Lobby. Actually, I got it on sale. I change it every third or fourth day, and it works absolutely great. I'm still running the Tunze skimmer, the Smart Auto top off, and the aquamaxx media reactor, and I'm still running carbon in that. Uh, I was having a few issues with nitrates and phosphates, but guys, if you ever have an issue with that, I 100% recommend you trying the Nopox from Red Sea. That stuff is absolutely killer, and it'll get your nitrates and phosphates in check in literally 3 days. So it's absolutely amazing, and so far, really, really been loving it. So let's now talk about dosing and what I've been doing dosing the tank, because that's one thing I do. I test every other day, and I try to keep my parameters in check. So currently, I have been using the Aquavitro. I'm still using the Aquavitro 8.4 for alkalinity and pH, and calcification Aquavitro for calcium. Magnesium, that's maintained with water changes. I don't have any problem with magnesium at all. And yeah, the Aquavitro stuff has been doing great. My only, I guess, not complaint, but my only thing is with that type of dosing I'm doing is you have to do it every single day, every morning. Try to do it at the same time. And I trying to look for something that's a little bit simpler. So for you guys that follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen that I did purchase KALKWASSER a long time ago when I first started the tank. And I think the time has come that I'm going to begin to use it. I've seen so many people use it with great success. Inappropriate Reefer, CJ's Aquarium, Mr. Saltwater, Tank TV. Just so many people using it with great success. So I figured if they can do it, I'm sure I can too. I am aware of the dangers of using it. You can pretty much wipe out your whole tank by having a pH spike. So it's very dangerous using it. You kind of gotta, know what you're doing and be very careful with it, because last thing you want to do is overdose it. So I am gonna start with probably the half solution, or the half saturation, I guess you can call it. So it's going to be it's going to be a teaspoon per gallon. Now, guys, I want to clear this up because I know it was confusing for me. It's not 1 gallon per salt water. It's per gallon of RODI water. So not salt water. This stuff needs to be dissolved in RODI water. So let's say you have an auto top off that has a 2-gallon jug. Let's say a 5-gallon jug, the ones we use to get salt water. So for every jug of those, you would add 5 teaspoons. For a half saturation or a full saturation would be 10 teaspoons. So I almost messed up. I know I tried calc like a while ago and I put like 40 teaspoons in it because I thought it was 1 per gallon but of salt water, but it's not. It's per gallon of RODI water. So just a heads up, if you guys ever do plan on using it, be very careful with it. Luckily, I only let the auto top off run for like an hour. And then I started watching YouTube videos. I'm like, holy crap, I overdosed it. So I quickly ran out, shut it off, emptied it out, and just said, you know what, I'm not going to do this again. But now that I researched a little bit more, I'm more comfortable with it. So I'm willing to jump on board and jump on the bandwagon of KALKWASSER. Well, yeah, that pretty much covers my dosing. I'm just trying to be like a lot of people out there in the hobby. We're just trying to keep it easy, keep it simple. Obviously, the easier something is, the more likely you are to not only do it, but continue doing it. I think the next step, because KALKWASSER only worked to a certain extent. Once you get a pretty hard eating corals, and when I mean eating, I mean like the trace elements like calcium and alkalinity, or like SPS stuff. Once you do that, you can't keep dosing more KALKWASSER because KALKWASSER has a very, very, very high pH. So if you keep increasing it, what you're going to do is you're going to end up killing everything because the pH is just going to get too high. And the corals don't really consume the pH, so it's just going to keep getting higher and higher until you kill everything, including the fish in your tank. So at that point, you do two-part solution, which is alkalinity, calcium, individually. And at that point, I think I would just jump to a doser. So yeah, I think for now we're gonna move on forward, attempt to use KALKWASSER, and yeah, just see how that works. So yeah, a lot of these different shots you guys are seeing, I'm kind of trying the Radion out, trying the different settings, trying to mess with it, trying to see what's best, and excuse me, and yeah, so please excuse the different coloration in shots. You can see the flame angel there on the bottom. Another new addition you guys are seeing there towards the center is a damsel. My wife really wanted it when we saw it. She's like, wow, that thing's so beautiful. I'm like, no, but I don't want these in the tank. They're little bullies and they can be very territorial. She's like, no, but I like it. So the wife loves the tank and, trying to make her happy and try to enjoy the tank as well. I was like, you know what, let's pick it up. Let's see how it does. The first day I put him in there, or actually the first 2 days, the flame hawk would, like at night, I'm guessing he'd like go up to him and like hit him like pretty hard because he had a few bites on him. But luckily he stays on his right side. The flame stays there on his left side. And everybody else is pretty calm. My flame angel doesn't pick at the corals. My two chromuses, well, they're just being chromuses. And this tank currently is clownless. There's no clowns. Clowns just add so much character to the tank. And I really can't wait to get a pair in here. To just really add life to it. One of the new additions I added to the tank that I absolutely love is here on the bottom left center. This here is a brain coral and it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, this video does it no justice. Look at this damsel. He just wants to be on camera, wants to say hi to everybody and introduce himself. But yeah, this guy has actually been really easy to keep. He's not a bully yet, not really territorial, but that whole right structure is his. I notice he's always there. He doesn't pick anyone that comes towards it, so I don't think, hopefully he doesn't get territorial of it. But yeah, guys, you can see this coral right here is just beautiful. I love it. It adds a lot of color. It's not like the other corals that open or close. It's always open, or at least it looks like it is. No matter if you touch it or whatever, it's always going to look the same. It never changes. So I guess it's one of those corals that always satisfies you because, it's not like the rest where one day they're happy, one day they're sad. But you could also see here the Gonapora all the way on the right. Look at just the extension on that. This thing is absolutely loving the lights. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't have much else to cover. Obviously, no more additions. The tank's doing great. Everything's doing very fine. As you guys can see, the lights just look super killer on this tank. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up for this week's update. Just keep it, around 15-minute mark, not keep it too long. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Everything's been smooth sailing. I haven't had any issues. As soon as something comes up, I'll be sure to put it in the next update. But yeah, everything's been smooth sailing, kind of on cruise control, and just really enjoying the tank. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave them down in the comment box below. Also, guys, be sure to please follow me on Instagram, eat_sleep_reef_. I'm posting like 4 or 5 times a day. I'm gonna have some giveaway stuff there, so be sure to check it out. Um, and also, guys, be sure to hit the like on this video if you liked it. And also, if I earned your subscription, be sure to hit subscribe. The more people I get, the more videos that I can put out and just, give out tons of content for you guys to enjoy. So, yeah, guys, see you guys next time and happy reefing. Take care.